You're welcome back to News Insights. Edo State is always in the news since Okpebholo became their governor. And we happen to have somebody from Edo State here. They said, Tony, the PDP caretaker committee chairman, Mr. Tony Aziegbemi, said Okpebholo does not have the capacity to understand certain figures. Is that true? Do you have a governor that can't understand figures?
Yes. Because that's not news anymore. That's not a news story. We know that maybe he doesn't have the kind of education we think he should have. But sometimes I've always campaigned and said that doesn't mean street sense is different from
book smart.
Book smart, you know. But I think he should focus on governance and leave this trying to grab the local government by force, you know, looking for where his monies will come out from and all that stuff. There are a lot of things in Edo State that can give you money than focusing on the local government. There is also a wiser way that they should have dealt with the local government than what he's doing right now. This one is just putting him on a public display that he doesn't need at all.
He needs to focus.
He needs to focus. Do you understand? And the what he's portraying, just a little bit of it.
Maybe you can help him slightly. Why not just tell him those areas he can concentrate on that to make money from Edo State rather than trying to have local government chairman loyal to him. The money he claimed chairman are probably spending or giving to others, maybe they will start bringing it.
Exactly.
So which areas do you think you can concentrate?
Edo State has solid minerals.
Okay.
We know that
are they not federally controlled?
They are federal, but the part that Edo State has in there.
Okay.
Because you can't just come up with, what about oil, for example? There's derivative.
Yeah.
So Edo State has it. Let's focus on it. Let's focus on also Edo State is like a state, a linked state. Do you understand? If you are coming from the east, you're going to the west. You pass through Edo State.
Even to the north.
Even to the north, you pass through Edo State. So as a hub, there's a market to which you can create in Edo State. Edo State makes some of the best furnitures in this country.
Even agriculture.
Exactly. We are
you would almost think they do better than Benue.
Yes, it's just only that we are not highlighted that way. So he can bring it out. I remember during Lucky's time, one of the few things he did was that he tried to put some extractive processing plant, you know, in Edo Central, you know, and all that. Of course, you know, he was not too wise. You know, he was just feasting on the state government's money. There's so much that we can do in Edo State.
So Philip, how far can Edo go with a governor who can't recognize figure?
Thank you very much. I was expecting that question. You know, when you said the man who you agree that the man can't understand figure, a man who cannot understand figure, how can he govern? A man who do not know A from B. Agreed that there are people with native intelligence.
Yeah.
But I don't think this man had one because he had not displayed any. You know, for you to be able to sit in that seat as a governor of a state, you should be able to understand the simplest thing, which is figure. This is a man who prepared a budget and bring it before the Edo State House of Assembly, but he could not present it to the House of Assembly. What do you expect from him?
But in this case, he's after figures because the corruption he's alleging
that's
figures based.
That's what I'm coming to. So what makes you believe that the figure the man is really not correct? Because he doesn't have the capability to understand figure in the first place. Like the PDP State Caretaker Committee of Edo State said. The man does not have capacity to understand figures, so we don't even know what he's talking about. He himself does not know what he's talking about. Claiming that about 83 billion naira has been paid to the Edo State government. How are we sure? Where are the evidence? Where are the facts? How can they prove that?
But if as a Edo State indigene, the governor has a stake in the money or how Edo State is run, even as an individual, even not as in the capacity of a governor, just like you.
Yes.
Why didn't the governor approach the council, the local government council, to either demand accountability from their chairman rather than trying to gag them by himself? Why didn't you take that
that's
out?
what he said. There are better way to deal with. This is the point we are making. When the politician, the so-called godfather, think the only time that they can maintain their leadership or their godfatherism is to bring non-entity into offices. This is what plays out.
No, but the man is fighting for accountability.
Yeah,
he wants the local government chairman.
That's how I'm going.
Yeah.
But he has said that there are better ways to deal. Okay. You should have dealt with this local government chairman, even if that's the way to go. So what I'm saying, if the so-called godfather in Edo State, for just one reason, put somebody who can understand figure, maybe that will be able to know the best way to handle the local government chairman, other than be this crude method.
That's right.
And just whipping sentiment, dash it to the gallery to show that, oh, the local government chairman has stolen so much, when you don't have the capability to understand figure you're looking at.
Before becoming a governor, Governor Okpebholo was a senator. One of the functions of the Senate is to appropriate, our budget and do all that. It's all about figures. You think he didn't have sufficient experience? How was he doing the job?
What committee was he? Was he in Finance and Budget Committee? That's number one. Number two, well, it's not too long he came in as senator. He has never been elected on any platform before. Not local government chairman, not a state assembly.
Not a councillor.
Not a councillor, not anyone. So he just came in into the Senate. Now, being in the Senate.
So what do you think that made him attractive to voters?
Wasn't attractive. That's what we're talking about.
He won the election.
That's what we're talking about.
If it wasn't attractive to voters, how did he win the election?
That's what we are talking about. The system that is all flawed. If the system was to run as it should run, I don't think he should have come in as governor. That's the real truth. That's my personal.
The system went to the polling unit with the voters and asked them to vote for him or what? I don't get.
Yes, that's what the system did. The Labour Party candidate said they gave more money. And the gullibility of the voters that we have, they know that we are not going to see 10,000, 15,000 in the next 4 years. So they will take what they have. And that's the truth.
So, and you begin to think, I'll ask you, so to what extent do you think poverty in our land helps to kind of empower the system he was just talking about?
You see, the poverty in the first place was created by the system. That's why I mentioned.
You think it's an intentional product?
Yes, by the godfathers that I mentioned. The politician came into office in 1999. In 1999, the office were not attractive.
Yeah.
Because of what happened in 1992. They are portion of the presidential election.
They were not sure the military were ready to go.
The men and women of integrity refused to contest elections because they were not sure. They didn't want to suffer the fate of Abiola and others. So they stayed away. The Ragamuffin went into the election. When they get into office, they say, oh, there's so much here. There's so much power. So when they get there, they started entrenching themselves. Having entrenched themselves, and they know that because the Constitution says you have to spend a tenure, they started looking for those people who will perpetually be under them. That's why he said the system is not working. If the system is working in the first place, Okpebholo will not even be the flag bearer of APC. In the first place, forget about the general election. The system, the APC system.
But this one, we tend to concentrate so much on Okpebholo. Let's remember how we got here. It was all about Okpebholo demanding that. Forget about the method of demand.
So I wanted to come to that.
Yes.
First of all, constitutionally, let's look at it. Do they account to Okpebholo?
No, they don't.
That is what
that's what I'm saying. No. Local governments has been declared autonomous by the judgment of July 11, 2024.
Yes.
Okay, but our Supreme
Court judgment. So do they account to Okpebholo?
But as a stakeholder.
As a stakeholder in his local government. It is local government.
Hold on, I'm coming.
It is local government. The local government has a legislative assembly.
You should go to his local government and make you.
That's why I said not on the method he has deployed.
Yes.
But do you think he was wrong raising alarm that the local government chairmen were not using the resources for the people?
It's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
No.
Only that the method he deployed.
He went through the assembly. The assembly too didn't have a right to what they did.
They don't.
According to the autonomy of the local government. Hold on. Let me finish on that.
Go ahead.
According to the autonomy of the local government has a legislative arm to which the people can demand. All I think he should have done politically is to try and come through the council, one. Secondly, through the law enforcement agency, an agency to which...
But there's a record, I don't know whether he's trying to walk back. There's a record that he has approached the EFCC.
We should receive... So why did the EFCC not respond? Number one, he should show us the letter he wrote to EFCC on behalf of what. So when he wrote the letter to EFCC, why did he not wait for EFCC to act?
So you were
then he went to the assembly.
You see, when you say if the alarm he raised was wrong, the intention of the alarm he raised, let's question the intention. What was the intention? Was it for the good of the people of Edo State
or for himself?
For himself? If the intention is not for the good of people, then the intention is the alarm is wrong. There's no merit in it.
Alarm.
If you want to raise alarm, he should go to his local government where he's a stakeholder. He lacked the locus.
And that's what we are saying about the separation of power.
Yes.
The power should be separated.
Now, but I keep wondering if our governors understand that the power is transient. You can only be governor for 4 years, maybe maximum 8 years.
How many people have been prosecuted as past governors?
Maybe 8 years.
Yes.
Don't they think that it is important that the local governments are autonomous?
No.
For the working of Nigeria.
Okafor, no.
They want to keep, they're already emperor of their state, and yet they want to.
As long as they are there, they want to be the Lord and Master. They don't care what happened until after 8 years. And after 8 years, they take their bag and go away and cease from so many things, but the money is in their bag. Then the other one that is coming, continue in that stride.
Now, if we flash back to what Asiwaju said the other day, he said we didn't come to take the local government from you.
Yes.
Did you think that energized the governor to continue his
Yes.
Because we expected that he will.
You see, this thing is simple. You know, this country is in a mess, whether we like it or not.
But we can't remain in a mess.
Yeah, so that is why we're here, and that's why we're talking.
Exactly.
So you ask a question whether these people know whether power is transient. That is why you see each state, each governor trying to leave office, trying to install a successor. And at the end of the day, they find themselves. Because when they get in there, they find out that, look, I cannot do this. Like I told you, in 1999, when the military decided to return power to civilians, the men and women of integrity, because of the incident of June 12th, they stayed away. Then this rascal came into office. And when they found out, oh, this is how the office is, they hold it. I think you were the one that you made a quotation one time ago that I can't remember exactly, but what we were trying to say, paraphrase, that when everybody leaves office, they leave power for the rascal, when they get in there, they will hold on to it.
Yeah, when the power of love, when the love of power is higher than the power of love in you, eventually you are going to try to hold on.
Exactly. So this is what is happening in this country. So they will do everything possible. That's why you see that. I don't want to mention them. In all the states, from Delta to Edo, anybody has been in office, he's still trying to ensure that he's still in office.
At the end of the day, Edo State people, you would want to have a governor that recognizes or understands figures. How are you going to handle Okpebholo? 30 seconds.
There's nothing to handle there. The Akoko Edo people went to go and visit the governor. What business did they have to go and visit the governor? That's the legislative arm that took over.
So you are encouraging your people now to sit back and enjoy him.
What else are they going to do? Does it not look as if the voice of the ignorant is more than the voice of the learned?
The voice of the ignorant.
Yes, more than the voice of the learned.
Yes. It shouldn't be. And we hope it doesn't continue.
And that's why we all need to keep on speaking.
Yes, we have to keep talking. So we'll continue from there probably when we come back from the break. So this is still News Insight. We'll be right back.